Have you ever wondered if traveling after 70 is still a good idea? Exploring new destinations and immersing yourself in different cultures can be exciting, but many seniors overlook the potential risks until they're already facing them. As we age, our bodies and minds go through changes that can make travel more tiring, unpredictable, and even hazardous. While some may believe they can maintain the same travel pace as in their younger years, the truth is that traveling after 70 comes with unique challenges that can turn a dream trip into a stressful or even dangerous experience. In this video, we'll uncover 5 key reasons why traveling after 70 can be risky, from unexpected health emergencies to hidden financial pitfalls that can quickly deplete your savings. We'll break down the challenges seniors often encounter on the road. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of why travel at this stage in life requires extra precautions and what steps you can take to stay safe if you still decide to go. Be sure to watch until the end, as the final reason we'll discuss is one that many seniors never consider. Yet, it's one of the most common ways travelers lose money, time, and peace of mind. Let's dive in. 1. Increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the biggest challenges of traveling after 70 is the heightened risk of unexpected health issues. As we age, our bodies become less predictable, and conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, and respiratory problems can quickly escalate into emergencies. At home, medical care is easily accessible, but when you're traveling, especially in an unfamiliar location or a foreign country, getting proper treatment can be much more difficult. A minor health concern that would be manageable at home can turn into a serious, even life-threatening situation when you're far from your regular doctor. For many seniors, the risk of a medical emergency isn't just a possibility. It's a very real concern. Long flights increase the chance of developing blood clots, deep vein thrombosis. High altitudes can put extra strain on the heart and lungs, and unfamiliar climates can lead to dehydration or heat exhaustion, which can be much more dangerous for older adults. Additionally, seniors are more susceptible to infections, making exposure to new bacteria and viruses a significant risk while traveling. Take the case of James, a 74-year-old who had always loved traveling. He and his wife booked a 2-week cruise, thinking it would be a relaxing way to explore new destinations. However, on the 4th day of the trip, James began experiencing severe chest pain. While the ship's medical staff provided basic care, he needed hospital treatment immediately. But since they were in the middle of the ocean, he had to wait hours for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port. Thankfully, he survived, but the experience was terrifying and left him rethinking future travels. What was meant to be a dream vacation turned into a nightmare, one that could have been avoided with better planning and awareness of the risks. Another major issue is medical insurance. Many seniors assume their regular health coverage extends wherever they travel, only to discover too late that it doesn't apply outside their home country. Without comprehensive travel insurance, emergency medical care, surgeries, and even basic treatments can lead to overwhelming out-of-pocket expenses. Some seniors end up paying thousands of dollars for medical services abroad simply because they weren't prepared. So, how can you travel safely after 70? First, Always consult your doctor before making travel plans. Get a full health checkup. Discuss any potential risks and ensure you have enough medication for the entire trip. Research the healthcare system in your destination so you know where to go in case of an emergency. Most importantly, invest in travel insurance that covers medical emergencies, hospital stays, and emergency evacuations. When it comes to your health, preparation is key. It can mean the difference between a smooth vacation and a medical crisis. 2. Increased exposure to infections and contaminants. One of the most underestimated risks of traveling after 70 is the heightened exposure to germs, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Crowded airports, packed airplanes, public transportation, and unfamiliar restaurants create the perfect conditions for bacteria and viruses to spread. While a mild cold or stomach bug might only be a short-term inconvenience for younger travelers, for seniors, these infections can lead to serious complications, hospital stays, or long-term health setbacks. A single trip can expose an older adult to more illnesses than they would typically encounter over months at home. Unfortunately, the aging immune system isn't always strong enough to fight them off. As we get older, our natural defenses weaken, making recovery from infections more difficult. Respiratory illnesses in particular pose a serious threat to seniors. Studies show that older adults are more vulnerable to complications from the flu, pneumonia, and even common colds, especially when exposed to unfamiliar strains in different regions. Airplanes are especially concerning when it comes to germs. Passengers sit in close quarters, breathing recycled air for hours, increasing the risk of airborne infections. Since airports welcome travelers from all over the world, it's easy to come into contact with new viruses that your body isn't prepared to handle. Food and water safety is another major issue. While trying new dishes is one of the joys of travel, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking methods can cause digestive issues for seniors. Foodborne illnesses like norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can be particularly severe for older adults, leading to dehydration, prolonged illness, and a weakened immune system. Another overlooked risk is contaminated water. Locals may have built immunity to bacteria in their water supply, but travelers often don't have the same protection. Something as simple as drinking tap water, consuming ice cubes, or eating a salad washed in local water can result in serious stomach infections. Public restrooms, hotel rooms, and rental cars also harbor germs, despite appearing clean. Surfaces like doorknobs, seat belts, and airplane tray tables are rarely disinfected thoroughly. Seniors who rely on canes, walkers, or other mobility aids are even more vulnerable since they frequently touch public surfaces for support. So, how can seniors stay protected while traveling? Taking extra precautions is key. Wearing a mask in crowded places, washing hands frequently, and using hand sanitizer can reduce the risk of picking up harmful germs. Sticking to bottled or filtered water, avoiding raw foods in unfamiliar locations, and choosing fully cooked meals can help prevent foodborne illnesses. For international travel, getting recommended vaccines and carrying essential medications for stomach issues or respiratory infections is crucial. Staying healthy while traveling is possible, but it requires awareness, preparation, and a strong immune system. 3. Travel fatigue and recovery challenges. Traveling may sound exciting, but for seniors over 70, the physical toll can be much greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, unpredictable schedules, and hours of walking can lead to exhaustion that isn't easy to recover from. Unlike in younger years, when a good night's sleep could restore energy, older adults often find that fatigue lingers for days or even weeks after a trip. And when the body is tired, everything else is affected. Immune function weakens, coordination declines, and the risk of illness or injury increases significantly. One of the biggest challenges seniors face while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy hotels, or adjusting to different time zones can make getting proper rest nearly impossible. Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired. It affects mental sharpness, weakens the immune system, and can even increase the risk of heart problems. Studies show that seniors take longer to adjust to time zone changes, meaning jet lag can last far longer than expected. This lingering exhaustion can turn an exciting trip into a draining experience, leaving travelers feeling depleted instead of refreshed. Another major issue is physical strain. Sitting for long periods on a plane, bus, or train can cause stiff muscles, swollen joints, and an increased risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation issues, prolonged travel can lead to discomfort that lasts well beyond the trip. And once at the destination, the demands of sightseeing, carrying luggage, and keeping up with planned activities can quickly become overwhelming. What starts as an exciting vacation can easily turn into a struggle just to keep up. Take Richard, a 75-year-old who had always enjoyed traveling. After retirement, he and his wife planned a 2-week overseas vacation, expecting it to be just as enjoyable as their past trips. However, after a 10-hour flight, navigating a crowded airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt drained before the trip had even begun. By the second day, walking long distances became a challenge. He struggled to stay alert during tours, and frequent breaks became necessary. By the time he finally adjusted, it was almost time to return home, and he spent the following weeks recovering from the exhaustion instead of enjoying his memories. Another overlooked challenge is maintaining proper nutrition and hydration while traveling. Many destinations offer unfamiliar foods that can lead to digestive discomfort, and staying hydrated often takes a back seat to busy schedules. Dehydration alone can cause fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple activities feel like a struggle. When combined with poor sleep and physical exhaustion, it's easy to see why many seniors return from a trip feeling worse rather than refreshed. So, how can seniors travel without overexerting themselves? Planning plenty of rest days, staying hydrated, and avoiding back-to-back activities can make a big difference. Opting for shorter flights with layovers to allow movement, pack healthy snacks, and scheduling time for naps can also help manage fatigue. But most importantly, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is essential. A vacation should be enjoyable, not something that takes weeks to recover from. 4. Higher risk of falls and injuries. One of the greatest risks of traveling after 70 is the increased likelihood of falls and injuries. As we age, balance, reflexes, and bone density naturally decline, making even a small misstep potentially dangerous. While a minor stumble at home might not seem serious, falling while traveling, especially in an unfamiliar place, can result in broken bones, long hospital stays, or even permanent mobility issues. The unfortunate truth is that a single fall can drastically alter a senior's life, turning what was meant to be a relaxing getaway into a painful and expensive ordeal. Many older travelers underestimate how different travel environments can be compared to home. Hotels, cruise ships, and historic landmarks often feature uneven flooring, dimly lit staircases, or slippery surfaces, all of which increase the risk of falls. Some destinations have little to no accessibility accommodations, meaning activities as simple as stepping onto a bus or walking on cobblestone streets can become hazardous. Additionally, medical care in some regions may be slower or less advanced than what seniors are accustomed to, which means that even minor injuries can take longer to treat, increasing the risk of complications. Consider Linda, a 78-year-old woman who had always dreamed of visiting Europe. She was in excellent shape for her age and frequently took walks around her neighborhood without any issues. But when she arrived in Italy, navigating the steep, uneven streets proved far more difficult than she had anticipated. One evening, as she stepped off a curb in a dimly lit alley, she lost her footing and fell hard, fracturing her hip. She was rushed to a local hospital, where doctors told her she needed surgery. Not only was her trip cut short, but she also faced a long and painful recovery once she returned home. What was supposed to be a dream vacation turned into an experience she wished she had never taken. Fatigue is another major factor that contributes to falls while traveling. Long days, irregular meals, and disrupted sleep patterns can all affect balance and coordination. When the body is exhausted, reaction times slow, increasing the risk of tripping or stumbling. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, prolonged walks through airports, train stations, or tourist sites can lead to swelling and discomfort, further reducing stability and increasing the likelihood of an accident. So, how can seniors minimize their risk? If travel is necessary, choosing destinations with good accessibility, avoiding high-risk areas with uneven terrain, and wearing supportive non-slip footwear can make a big difference. Using a walking stick or cane, taking frequent breaks, and ensuring proper rest can also help prevent falls. Most importantly, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is essential, because no vacation is worth sacrificing long-term mobility and independence. 5. Travel insurance and financial risks. One of the most overlooked dangers of traveling after 70 isn't just health-related, it's the financial risks involved. Many seniors assume that if something goes wrong during their trip, they can rely on their insurance or personal savings to cover the costs. However, unexpected medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and financial scams can drain a person's bank account faster than they realize. For many older travelers, a single unforeseen event can turn a dream vacation into a financial disaster, leaving them with overwhelming expenses and stress. One of the biggest financial risks is medical care while abroad. Many seniors don't realize that their regular health insurance may not cover medical treatment in foreign countries. This means that if they fall ill or suffer an injury while traveling, they could be responsible for thousands of dollars in medical bills. Even in countries with affordable health care, emergency medical evacuations, such as being airlifted to a hospital, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without comprehensive travel insurance, seniors may be forced to choose between paying an enormous out-of-pocket expense or going without necessary medical care. Trip cancellations are another major concern. Many seniors plan vacations months in advance, assuming they will be in good health when the time comes. But life is unpredictable, and sudden health issues can arise, forcing them to cancel or postpone their trip. Unfortunately, most airlines, hotels, and cruise lines have strict policies that don't allow refunds for last-minute cancellations. This means seniors can lose thousands of dollars if they're unable to travel as planned. Without proper trip insurance, recovering those funds can be nearly impossible. In addition to medical and cancellation costs, seniors are also at higher risk of scams and fraud while traveling. Scammers frequently target older adults, using tactics such as fake taxi services, overcharging for basic goods, or even sophisticated credit card fraud schemes. Many con artists specifically look for senior travelers who may be unfamiliar with their surroundings, knowing they are less likely to detect a scam in the moment. In some cases, criminals even offer fraudulent vacation deals that turn out to be expensive traps, leaving seniors with nothing but financial losses. Take George, a 76-year-old who had always been cautious with his money. He spent months carefully planning his dream vacation to a tropical island, booking what seemed to be a great hotel deal online. But when he arrived, he realized the hotel didn't exist. He had fallen for an online scam. By the time he figured it out, his money was gone. With nowhere to stay, he was forced to book another hotel at twice the price, completely blowing his budget. What should have been a relaxing getaway turned into a stressful financial mess that haunted him long after he returned home. So, how can seniors protect themselves? First, always verify whether your health insurance covers international travel. If it doesn't, invest in a solid travel insurance policy that includes medical emergencies and trip cancellations. Second, when booking accommodations and flights, only use reputable companies and avoid deals that seem too good to be true. And third, be extra cautious with money while traveling. Avoid carrying large amounts of cash, monitor credit card transactions closely, and never share personal financial details with strangers. While traveling can be an exciting experience, these financial risks make it clear that after 70, extra precautions are essential. The unexpected costs, the potential for scams, and the unpredictability of health emergencies make travel a significant financial risk that not every senior is prepared to take. Final thoughts. We've covered 5 major reasons why traveling after 70 comes with significant risks, many of which seniors don't fully realize until they experience them firsthand. From unexpected health emergencies and injuries to exhaustion, infections, and financial pitfalls, each challenge has the potential to turn a relaxing vacation into a stressful or even dangerous ordeal. While traveling may seem like an exciting way to enjoy retirement, the reality is that after a certain age, it requires far more planning, caution, and awareness than in younger years. But does that mean seniors should never travel? Not necessarily. It simply means that those over 70 need to approach travel differently. Instead of long-haul flights, jam-packed itineraries, and high-risk destinations, it may be wiser to opt for closer, more manageable trips that don't place excessive strain on the body. Exploring local attractions, taking shorter getaways, or choosing destinations with reliable medical facilities can make a huge difference in both safety and enjoyment. Travel should enhance life, not create new challenges that last long after the trip is over. If you or a loved one is considering traveling after 70, take the time to assess the potential risks. Is your health stable enough to handle the demands of travel? Do you have proper travel insurance to cover unexpected medical expenses? Have you selected a destination that is safe and accessible? While these may not be the most exciting questions to ask, answering them honestly can help prevent unnecessary stress and difficulties down the road. At the end of the day, longevity isn't just about living it longer. It's about ensuring those years are filled with quality, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding unnecessary travel means staying healthier and safer, then it's worth carefully weighing the risks before booking that next trip. We'd love to hear from you. Share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, and we always appreciate reading your insights. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.